This English lesson is specially created to boost your English listening and speaking skill. It's divided into 2 parts. 1. Comic story. 2. Speaking, listening, and vocabulary exercise. Let's get started.
A different kind of hunt.
Another Christmas, another hunt. This year, I'll catch something truly special.
Deep in the heart of the winter forest, heavy snowflakes danced in the moonlight. Wolfgang crept through the darkness. His powerful paws sinking into the fresh snow. Once the most feared predator in these woods, he now felt a strange emptiness during his hunt. The cold wind carried memories of countless lonely Christmas nights.
Almost home with these carrots. The children are going to love them.
The snow muffled Wolfgang's steps as he hid behind a frost-covered bush. His muscles tightened, ready to strike. But then, an unexpected sound broke the quiet of the winter night.
Daddy! Daddy's home! We missed you so much!
My precious little ones. Look what I've brought for our Christmas dinner. The sweetest winter carrots.
Wolfgang froze, but his mind raced. Through the small window of the burrow, he saw something he had never truly noticed before. A family sharing love, joy, and laughter. The sight stirred something deep within his lonely heart.
What your heart seeks isn't always what you hunt, Wolfgang.
Stay out of this, Luna. I hunt because that's what wolves do. It's who we are.
Is it your nature, Wolfgang? Or just the path you're too scared to question?
Before Wolfgang could reply, a sound he'd feared for years echoed through the forest, the chilling howls of his old pack. The ones who had cast him out, calling him weak for doubting their violent ways.
No, not tonight. Not here.
Your old pack? I thought they'd gone north.
They exiled me for being soft. They said a wolf who doubts the hunt isn't a real wolf.
howls grew louder, and through the falling snow, pairs of glowing red eyes appeared among the dark trees. Their hungry gaze shifted between Wolfgang and the rabbit's burrow.
Well, well. Our lost brother Wolfgang still hunting alone on Christmas Eve?
3 massive wolves stepped out of the shadows. Their scarred faces and worn fur told tales of the harsh winters in the north. Shadow, the largest, circled Wolfgang like a shark.
Shadow, the northern territories weren't enough for you?
The prey is scarce up north. But look what you found us. A burrow full of plump rabbits. Just like old times, brother.
Wolfgang.
The warm light from Timmy's burrow lit up the snow, casting dancing shadows. Inside, the family was busy decorating a tiny Christmas tree with berries and twigs.
Your hesitation cost you your place with us before. Don't make the same mistake again.
That day, you called me weak for showing mercy.
A wolf who won't hunt isn't a wolf at all. You know what happens to traitors.
The pack spread out, creeping closer to the burrow. Inside, Timmy was reading his children a Christmas story, unaware of the danger outside.
No!
What did you say?
I said no! We can change, Shadow. We don't have to be what others expect us to be.
Then you're even weaker than when we cast you out before. Brothers, tonight we feast on rabbits and traitors.
The pack attacked as one, their teeth flashing in the moonlight. Wolfgang stood his ground, blocking the path to the burrow. Overhead, Luna swooped, flapping her wings to create confusion.
I'm not weak, Shadow. It takes more strength to be different than to blindly follow the pack.
The fight was fierce. Snow flew as the wolves clashed, but Wolfgang's defense was strong. One by one, the others slipped on the icy ground, their attacks falling short.
You could have been A legend.
I'd rather be a good wolf than a legendary killer.
Shadow's eyes burned with anger, but also a hint of desperation.
You think you're better than us? We've struggled, starved, all for the pride of the pack.
Pride doesn't fill empty stomachs, Shadow. There's another way. Shadow, maybe he's right. We've lost too many to the cold and hunger.
Silence. We're wolves. We take what we want.
I'm tired, Shadow. Tired of fighting. Tired of losing.
The wind howled, carrying the comforting scent of the warm burrow. The delicious smell of cooked vegetables filled the cold air.
Join us, just for tonight. See what it's like to share instead of take.
Why should we trust you?
Because once we were family, and family looks out for each other.
Shadow began to relax slightly. The snow began to fall gently, covering the battleground with a calm, white blanket.
Even the fiercest storms can turn to peace if we're brave enough to let them.
Shadow sighed deeply, the fight leaving his body.
All right, Wolfgang. Just for tonight.
That Christmas Eve, something extraordinary happened. In Timmy's cozy burrow, wolves and rabbits sat side by side, sharing a feast of winter vegetables and berries. The young rabbits eagerly showed the wolves how to make carrot soup, while Luna watched from her perch, smiling wisely.
Sometimes the bravest hunt is the one for change.
And the greatest feast is the one shared with family, both old and new.
On this Christmas night, they proved that anything is possible when you dare to challenge nature's oldest rules.
Did you enjoy watching Wolfgang's Christmas adventure? Don't forget to like and share the video. Now, let's test your vocabulary. I bet you won't get all the answers right. And hey, if you're hungry for another story, check out The Misunderstood Bear in the info box at the top right corner of the video. It's a heartwarming tale about a gentle bear who teaches the forest animals not to judge by appearances. Ready for the quiz? Let's go. 1. What does menacingly mean when Shadow approaches Wolfgang? A. In a friendly way. B. In a confused way. C. In a sleepy manner. D. In a threatening and scary way. Answer: D is correct. When someone acts menacingly, they're trying to appear threatening or dangerous. 2. When Shadow feels conflicted about joining the dinner, what does this mean? A. He's extremely hungry. B. He's having mixed feelings about what to do. C. He's very angry. D. He's feeling sleepy. If you chose B, you got it. Being conflicted means having two different feelings at the same time, pulling you in opposite directions. 3. In the story, something extraordinary happens on Christmas Eve. What does extraordinary mean? A. Boring and normal. B. Slightly unusual. C. Remarkably special and unusual. D. Ordinary and expected. Answer: C is right. Something extraordinary is truly special and unusual, not an everyday event. Wolves and rabbits sharing a peaceful Christmas dinner? Now that's definitely extraordinary. 4. What does hesitation mean when Shadow mentions Wolfgang's past? A. Running quickly. B. Sleeping deeply. C. Pausing before acting. D. Speaking loudly. If you picked C, you're correct. Hesitation is when you pause before doing something because you're not sure about it. Wolfgang's hesitation before hunting showed he had doubts about the old wolf ways. 5. What does Timmy mean when he calls his little ones precious? A. They are heavy. B. They are hungry. C. They are noisy. D. They are very valuable and beloved to him. D is the answer. When something is precious, it's very special and valuable to you. Timmy's children are the most important thing in his world. 6. What does it mean when Wolfgang speaks defensively to Luna? A. In a way that shows he feels attacked or criticized. B. In a happy way. C. In a sleepy way. D. In a friendly way. A is correct. Speaking defensively means responding in a way that shows you feel attacked or questioned. 7. What does Shadow mean when he describes the rabbits as plump? A. Tall and thin. B. Old and gray. C. Pleasantly rounded and well fed. D. Small and weak. C is the right answer. When something is plump, it's nicely rounded and full, like a well-fed rabbit or a ripe apple. 8. What are territories in the context of the story? A. Types of food. B. Areas of land. C. Times of day. D. Types of weather. B is correct. Territories are areas of land that belong to someone or something. Think of it like the wolves' neighborhood, the area they claim as their own. 9. What does it mean when Shadow is circling Wolfgang? A. Moving in a circular path around him. B. Sleeping near him. C. Running away from him. D. Talking to him. If you chose A, you're right. Circling means moving around something in a circular path. Shadow did this to try to intimidate Wolfgang, much like a shark circles its prey. 10. What does desperation mean when we see it in Shadow's eyes? A. Happiness. B. Sleepiness. C. A state of hopelessness leading to reckless behavior. D. Confusion. C is correct. Desperation is that feeling when you're so hopeless that you might do something risky. Shadow showed this feeling when he realized his old ways weren't working anymore. 11. What does it mean when Luna is observing the scene? A. Sleeping through it. B. Watching it carefully and noticing details. C. Running away from it. D. Ignoring it. B is right. When you're observing something, you're watching it carefully and paying attention to details. Luna was like a wise teacher, watching her students figure things out. 12. What is Luna's perch in the story? A. Her food. B. Her friend. C. A place where she sits and rests. D. Her home. C is correct. A perch is a spot where birds sit or rest, usually up high. Think of it as Luna's special viewing spot where she can watch everything happening below. 13. What is a burrow in the story? A. A type of food. B. A hole in the ground where animals live. C. A type of tree. D. A time of day. B is the answer. A burrow is a cozy home that some animals dig in the ground. It's like Timmy's underground apartment where his family lives. 14. What does it mean when Wolfgang was exiled from his pack? A. Forced to leave the pack. B. Given special treatment. C. Promoted to leader. D. Made to hunt more. A is right. Being exiled means being forced to leave your group or home. Poor Wolfgang had to leave because the other wolves thought he was too kind. 15. What does fierce mean when describing the fight? A. Gentle and calm. B. Boring and slow. C. Quiet and peaceful. D. Violent and intense. D is correct. A fierce fight is intense and powerful. Think of how thunder and lightning clash during a strong storm. That's fierce. 16. What does it mean when feelings are stirred in Wolfgang? A. The feelings disappeared. B. The feelings were ignored. C. The feelings were awakened or brought to life. D. The feelings were forgotten. C is right. When feelings are stirred, they are awakened or brought to life inside you. The rabbit family's happiness stirred Wolfgang's hidden wish for friendship and warmth. 17. What does it mean when the snow muffled Wolfgang's steps? A. Made them louder. B. Made them quieter and less clear. C. Made them faster. D. Made them slower. B is correct. When something is muffled, it's made quieter or less clear. The snow acted like a blanket over Wolfgang's footsteps, making them hard to hear. 18. What does Shadow mean when he calls Wolfgang a traitor? A. A loyal friend. B. Someone who betrayed the pack. C. A great hunter. D. A wise leader. B is the right answer. A traitor is someone who goes against their group's ways or betrays their trust. Shadow saw Wolfgang as a traitor because he chose kindness over the pack's cruel traditions. That's all for today's vocabulary quiz. Want to learn more new English words? Then watch our story, The Misunderstood Bear. It's a beautiful tale about friendship and not judging others by their appearance. You'll love this gentle bear and his forest friends.
I saw someone big near the store last night.
Yes, I heard heavy footsteps too.
It must be someone large. Who do we know that's big enough to carry so much food?